Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lisa and I'm crazy about perfumes. As I mentioned in last week's video, this week's video is about every perfume that I purchased in 2023. It's New Year's Eve today and I wish everyone a happy new year for tomorrow, and I hope you had an excellent 2023. This year was when I started this perfume channel. I started it in February and I'm really happy to have met people who enjoy perfumes as much as I do. Thank you so much for joining me on this channel. I've laid them all out on a different table to where I usually record, and it's actually quite a lot. I think I stopped counting when I hit 20 in the entire collection, which includes perfumes I purchased prior to 2023, and the total here is 28. So I purchased 28 new perfumes in 2023, and the increase in the rate of my purchases coincides with when I started the YouTube channel. I began to consume more perfume content, and I also had my eyes more open to perfumes to try. I'll show you each one. I won't be able to say too much about each one as I don't want the video to get too long. So let's get started. I kind of have them here in order of height. You can see the shorter ones are in front and the tallest ones are at the back. The shortest bottle is Mango Skin, Wilhelm Parfumery's Mango Skin. This is one of my birthday purchases, so it's quite a recent purchase and I've used it a couple of times, been really enjoying it. It's definitely fruity candy. Usually I would spray each perfume when I'm recording the video, but that would be way too many if I sprayed all 28 all at once. I'll keep it down to maybe 5, which is I think an alright number of perfumes to spray. Next is Trésor by Lancôme. This is a nostalgia repurchase. This year I also started making an effort to purchase perfumes I had loved very much in the past because I'm scared they may disappear, and this is one of them. Trésor, stunning perfume, a release in the 90s, and it's in this distinctive, what I call diamond bottle, and this perfume I would describe as golden. Beautiful. My mother used to wear this, so it's got a special place in my heart for that reason. And we have another nostalgia repurchase, also by Lancôme, Poème. This one I learned has been reformulated from a comment, and I thought it smelled so familiar and so lovely. This has quite a lovely honey tone, but it did turn quite brash on me very quickly. Rose Blush by Jo Malone, big favorite of mine. It's a basil lychee rose, really delicious, quite a sweet rose. Been really enjoying this one. It was a 2023 release, so quite a new perfume. Then we have Peony and Blush Suede, also by Jo Malone. This is the last perfume purchase of 2023. I just got it this afternoon. I had a gift voucher from David Jones, as well as a birthday gift from Jo Malone itself. And I thought, well, am I so lazy that I can't get myself to the city to purchase it? And Peony and Blush Suede has been on my list for about a year. So I'm super excited about this one. Give it its first spray. Gosh, it's stunning. Oh my goodness. I actually discovered during this year that maybe the note which goes sour on me is peony, but I actually believed for a long time that it was patchouli because of this perfume. So I'm thinking Peony and Blush Suede has a lot of something else, maybe rose, so that the peony is not too prominent. This is my Christmas perfume, Melrose Place by Y. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I'm not too familiar with this brand, but I believe they are a hair product brand, and I found this in Sephora, which I rarely go to because there isn't one in the city. This one was in Indrapalli, and I was surprised to see that there were perfumes from this brand. So I tried, I think there were about 3, and this one is a stunner. It's a lychee rose, and it's just gorgeous. I've really enjoyed wearing this one. The only thing with Melrose Place, yeah, I don't like that at all. I prefer the kind of spray that actually sprays fine, kind of like in a mist, and has a wide sort of radius as opposed to quite a targeted one like this one. So that's one thing about this perfume, the delivery of the product onto the skin. I don't enjoy that, but the scent itself is gorgeous. And Les Fleurs de l'Enfant, Blue Orchid. I'm again not sure if I pronounce that right in French. Purchased this from Changi Airport during my layover in March, and it's a fruity floral. I can't say I love it. I've had it since March and it does not get a lot of wear. I will have to remember to wear it. I think I purchased it more because of the brand. It's not a brand that I see so much in, well, I haven't seen this brand in Brisbane, and I kind of like to buy brands I can't find in Brisbane when I'm traveling. It's Blue Orchid. This is Pretty by Elizabeth Arden, also one which I haven't used too much of. I purchased this from Priceline, and the pharmacy purchases, including from Chemist Warehouse, have been pretty affordable, and I think that's why I kind of feel like it's worth taking a chance on them, even if I don't really know what they smell like. I'm just going on the notes that I see online. And this one is quite, let's admire the cap for a minute. This one is quite light, and I think that's quite nice. Light floral, suitable for hot days and also for environments where we might not want our perfumes to be too much in the face of the people around us, for example in crowded places or in offices. It's pretty. List 41. Oh my goodness. List 41 by VLLO. This is another one of my birthday perfumes. Oh my goodness. This is a stunner. Also had it on my list for quite some time. And the 50 ml was always out of stock at Mecca where I purchased it, and finally it was in stock, so I zipped over and purchased it. You can see that I purchased it in November, and I have enjoyed wearing List 41 so much. It's meant to be a lily. List is lily in French. It's very much a white floral and has quite strong projection and longevity. Really enjoy this perfume. Alla Rose by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This is my first full bottle of MFK, and I'm a big lover of rose. So when I saw that this house has a rose perfume, I definitely was gonna try it, and it's been quite a lovely perfume to wear, although I feel like Alla Rose is also a bit serious. It's a musky rose, citrus musky rose, and also quite a lovely projection and longevity. I think this might be the longest lasting perfume of my collection. Another pharmacy purchase, you can see the name there, Kelvin Klein's Sheer Beauty. I thought I would love it because online I saw it has a peony note. This is before I found out that maybe peony is the one going sour on my skin. And yeah, it hasn't got much wear since I purchased it, and I definitely don't love it. That's the risk with purchasing from places where I can't spray it on my skin and leave it to settle. Vanilla Square, Maison Tahiti. My first purchase from this brand, and I was really looking for a vanilla fragrance and a very particular kind of vanilla, definitely a vanilla you could eat, and this met that brief, but it is a little challenging to wear. It's got a very almost explosive initial spray, which does die down to sit quite close to the skin after about an hour, but because of that I haven't actually worn this outside of my apartment. So that is something for 2024, to actually wear this outside of the apartment. And I'm also super keen to try the other fragrances in this brand. Naroli Ultra Noir, Big Love. This is from Guerlain's La Art and La Moitié range, and I purchased this in Singapore because Guerlain doesn't sell this range in Brisbane, and I purchased it from the Guerlain boutique at Raffles City, and they have the personalization service. So I chose this gold bit here, the cord, my name engraved. Naroli Ultra Noir is a smoked black tea fragrance. It's stunning. I really enjoyed wearing it, but it doesn't last as long as it did when I sprayed it in David Jones in Melbourne onto my skin. Maybe it needs to develop, but I don't really believe in perfumes needing to develop, because they should smell like how I sprayed them in store. But I do feel like maybe that bottle that I tried in David Jones Melbourne had been sitting on the counter, exposed to light, exposed to air for who knows how long, and that did change the juice. And this is the 50 ml, and I believe I've made quite a dent in it, but it will take me a while to get through it, so there is a chance that it would have had enough time to develop into what I remember it's smelling like in May when I first tried it in Melbourne. Miracle by Lancome, another nostalgia repurchase. Miracle is a 2000 release, and also such a stunner. It's got a very fresh initial spray, really beautiful, has some pink pepper in there, and when I spray it I just feel really happy. Really happy with Miracle, as happy as I was when I purchased it. I don't believe it has had any reformulation. It smells exactly the same as I remember it. Next we have Daisy Dream by Marc Jacobs. Love the bottle. I think this was a big draw, these petals on the glass, and it's a lovely blue color as well. The perfume, the bottle or the perfume, I'm not sure, but it's a lovely bottle, really cute. So I was a bit seduced by that, and I purchased this from Chemist Warehouse, and it was another one that I didn't try on my skin. I just went on what I remembered from years ago when I first tried it, and it's not great. It doesn't last too long. This is an eau de toilette, and I kind of wonder whether I'm now spoiled with eau de parfums that I expect them all to last like Trésor does or like Le Labo does. But it is a very light sweet scent, so probably suitable for the summer, where I don't mind if the perfume doesn't last too long. That's the kind of spray that I like, where it goes whoosh. This is an airline fragrance. I purchased it in flight on an AirAsia flight from Miri to Singapore in October. Didn't cost very much, and they had no testers, so I took a risk, and it's okay. It's also of the floral fruity genre, but a little heavier. So for me, this would be a cooler weather fragrance. Love the ribbon, kind of nice sort of touches there. And if you're hearing some drum beats, people are gearing up to usher in the new year, and I apologize if the sound is distracting. By any other name from Alaya. Alaya stands for a long time ago in Argentina. This is the 100 ml eau de parfum, and I quite like the logo on the cap, quite lovely. This is a gorgeous, stunning perfume. I've used quite a bit of it since the dent, but absolutely does not last long on me at all. Performs more like a cologne, so it's quite a fair way from what an eau de parfum should perform like in my experience. But it's such a stunner, beautiful. It's got osmanthus in it, so it basically has almost all of my favorite notes in perfumery. Beautiful fragrance. Wish that it lasted longer. Then we have these two from Maison 21G. This is Rose Ritual, and this is honey, and they're meant to go together, so it's a little bit like a personalization. It's meant to drop some of this into here, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So I've been wearing them individually. This is a rose perfume, and I think I dabbed this on my skin once just to give it a try. So yeah, I have yet to work out how to open this part here to allow me to drop this into here. But now I'm thinking maybe I'll have to try another way, because I quite like how this smells on its own. I don't necessarily want to have it always smelling like it has the honey in it. So maybe I'll decant this into something else and then drop this into it. Another very heavy cap there. La Imperatrice by Dolce & Gabbana is a big love of mine. This is a fruity fragrance, but it's a light fruity. It's got a melon note, which apparently is kiwi, not melon, but my nose interprets it as a melon note, and it's a stunner. I was really happy I was able to purchase it, and this is one of the pharmacy purchases. I got it from Priceline, which smells exactly as I expected it to. Beautiful fragrance and perfect for the summer. Body Shop's Glowing Cherry Blossom. I purchased a body mist, fragrance mist from the Body Shop every year, or almost every year, and this is the one I chose this year. It smells similar to previous iterations of Cherry Blossom. I don't think there's anything too spectacular about this version, but I just thought, I don't have a Cherry Blossom currently, and if I'm gonna get another perfume, I'd like to have a Cherry Blossom. So this is the Cherry Blossom for 2023. I am very interested in Guerlain's Cherry Blossom, but that would require me to be in a country where there is a Guerlain boutique. And I'm not planning any travel currently. Davidoff's Cool Water Woman. This is another nostalgia repurchase. This is a melon fragrance as well, and does not appear to have changed since I last wore it many years ago. This is a 90s perfume too, and yeah, just stunning. It evokes such memories, this fragrance, and was also a pharmacy purchase, so I didn't spend too much on it at all. Seems to have maybe my hand creams on it, and the bottle as well looks the same. Apparently, I read online that Davidoff on these bottles used to be in cursive as well. Do you remember that? I don't know if any of you have had Cool Water before, but I don't remember what was on the bottle in the past. Stunning. Such a beautiful fragrance. And this is the first of the Elizabeth Arden's green tea flankers. I have 3 in total. This is Green Tea Summer. Quite perfect for summer and very fresh, and I have not worn too much of it. Looks like I barely even wore it at all. I actually find the top a little difficult to get off. But yes, all the green teas are in this bottle, and there's this leaf. So far there is this leaf on the back of the bottle of the ones that I've got. Another pharmacy purchase for under $20, so super affordable. Idole Nectar from Lancome, big love. A dessert rose, jammy, boozy, has a bourbon vanilla, salted caramel, popcorn note. Beautiful and gourmand without going into that overly sweet, which I don't like, and is why I don't have a lot of gourmand, and I never really used to like gourmand, but this is stunning and it's described as a neo gourmand on Lancome's website. Very slim bottle, and this is the perfume that got me back into Lancome perfumes again, so it's also special for that reason. I believe there also been a few other flankers of this perfume. Really long lasting, powerful projection, really a stunner of a perfume, but for me would be most used in the winter months here in Brisbane. Otherwise I think it is a little too cloying when it's hot like it is at the moment. And this one here, I think this is another one where I was like super attracted to the bottle. Look at this, it's so cute. Hi, kitty cat. It's a Katy Perry perfume. I didn't even know she had a perfume range, but why wouldn't she? So many other celebrities do. And it was sitting at the shelf in Chemist Warehouse, and it wasn't in one of those locked glass cabinets, and so I actually bothered to give it a try, and I thought, oh, it's not bad, and purchased it, but I haven't really been using it. I think there's something in here which I don't love, but it's actually not too bad. It's meant to be a berry fruity, I think. Yeah, given the price, I thought it's okay that I indulged myself and purchased it for the bottle. But definitely for 2024 I will be attempting to use this up. This is Green Tea Cucumber, another flanker of Elizabeth Arden's, and I just took it out of the box, purchased it from Chemist Warehouse. Another one which was under $20. This is quite different from the other two green tea flankers that I have. It definitely has that bitter note, which is from the cucumber. Yeah, bitter fresh. I think I will really enjoy this one, and we'll be getting stuck into it in the remaining months of summer. And the last flanker that I have of Elizabeth Arden Green Tea Tropical. Again, with the slightly difficult cap to take off. This one I feel like is more similar to Green Tea Summer. It's got that fruity vibe. Quite enjoy this one as well, and there's that leaf on the bottle. If I see an Elizabeth green tea flanker, I'm gonna buy it. Is what I've decided. I believe they had a cherry blossom one, but I don't know how long these flankers are available in the market. They may not be available for that long of a time, so I just keep an eye out on what's available for purchase. They seem to appear in Chemist Warehouse quite a bit. Escada's Santorini Sunrise. I had just discovered this year that Escada has a summer limited edition, and this is this year's, or maybe it was released last year, and it has a sorbet note. So it's citrus sorbet and has a little bit of coconut, which I don't love, which is probably why I haven't been wearing it too much. But for the price, I was happy to take the risk. And I think they all come in this shape bottle, so I'll keep an eye out for the next one. It might even already be released, and see how that one goes. So this one definitely, when I try it, when I'm wearing it, it does bring me to being on the beach and having a gelato. And the last one is Youre the One by Bath and Body Works, a massive bottle. This is 200 and something ml. It's the largest bottle I've got, and I purchased this in Miri during my trip in March. It's a floral, fruity floral, and it has the notes on the back of the label: rose, strawberry nectar. So yeah, fruity floral. Bottle is plastic. It's the only plastic one I've got, I believe, and I thought it'd be fine. It's a fragrance mist. Should be able to wear it most days, but it is actually quite strong, so it hasn't got as much wear as I have thought, and that's going to be a problem because this will take forever to get through, and I'm not even really wearing it now. So I did have an experience with another from this brand, and finally was getting maybe to this much left, and then I got a rash from wearing it. So I do think they do deteriorate, as all perfumes do, so I'll think twice before purchasing this size. I don't know if they have smaller sizes. It just happens to be that this is what was available. So there you go, the perfumes which I purchased in 2023. This is a lot. I sometimes during the year forgot what I already had. So currently most of these live in this tray. See if you can see it. It's a tray which I picked up from Daiso, and they live in one of my cupboards. A few of them, maybe up to 8, live in the bathroom cupboard, and that's the overall collection, not just the ones I purchased this year. And from 2023, I think my favorite purchase, there's a few favorites, but it would have to be Naroli Ultra Noir. And I think it's one of those where I feel like I had to work so hard for it. I had to travel to where there was a boutique. I had to wait, although waiting was not a big deal, but I had to wait until I could be in a city where there was a boutique. And of course the price was a bit much. They're all of that kind of price range, the L'Art and Le Moitié line, but even without it being as deep as what I first smelled in May, it's still a stunning fragrance. So I'm really happy, and really happy I had the experience of getting it personalized, etc. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed and joined me on my perfume journey. I feel like I've been a bit obsessive this year, but then when I see other YouTubers and other people's collections with multiple shelves, multiple rows of perfumes, I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not so crazy. But definitely this is more than any one person needs at any given time. And I'm not sure yet what the plan is for next year. I don't know if I'll be continuing on the same kind of streak of purchases. If I had to guess now, I would say probably not, because I'm running out of room. So it's basically a practical issue in terms of space. So I'm really excited for the new year and what I do with this channel, and hopefully you'll join me. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you here, and wishing everyone an amazing 2024 ahead. I'll see you next time. Bye.